Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Let's take a look here at Dogecoin, see what's going on. And when we talked previously about this, we had a level of invalidation here, the support range at basically 12 to 12.1 cents. And if you recall correctly, that was supposed to be a pivot point. Right? Price was supposed to come and bounce off this level. Since it didn't, we need to respect the fact that closing your long position might be an appropriate call, or should have in hindsight. I know hindsight's 2020, of course, but at this point, there's not a lot of support between the 11.2 and 11.9 range, okay? And we did talk about that previously. I even sent out an update to our Discord community members here earlier today mentioning cutting your losses might be appropriate because we're expecting Bitcoin to come back down to the 62 to 63K range. So heaven forbid you're in a long right now, you may want to consider closing that. I know it seems crazy. As soon as you close it, the price will probably come back up. That's just how it works. But either way, I want to say thank you again so much for the awesome support. If you take a look at my views here from Dogecoin, views are getting pretty good. I like that. Over 1,000. That's nice. But we got a couple of trolls. Really, the only two people that thumbs down my video are watching Dogecoin. So unfortunately, they're par for the course. You can see them everywhere. But generally speaking, I've noticed the most toxicity with Dogecoin, and it's likely just based on lack of experience. Again, a lot of inexperienced traders trade Dogecoin, and I get it. I totally recognize that you want everything to pump, and everything's all about moons and stuff. But the truth is, this coin has a lot of reasons why it's not going to just continue to maintain its uptrend. We've had a lot of invalidations I talked about previously, making sure we watch that and just be prepared because, again, this pump happened because there was a tweet online with President Trump and Elon Musk, right? Price goes up here, hits a key level resistance, has dropping ever since. Keep in mind, most of the market's dropping too. That's not the exact reason for it. But again, this coin, just you can recognize when it goes up, it's limited, all right? It doesn't run like it used to, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that because big money's involved. Either way you look at it, let's take a quick look at the charts here. We can see heavy liquidation between 10.5 and 11.5 as a rough estimate. These are all areas of liquidation that could occur to the downside. You look at the macro, you can kind of see that reaffirmed here as well. There's probably somewhere in the range, I'm spitballing here, 10 to 15, 1 to 1.5 billion in liquidation, down as low as about 11. And then we got a heavier concentration here, about a $1 billion area there at about 10.5. So again, liquidation is it's not like a guarantee the price goes to that level. It's just that if you have a lot of confirming factors and liquidation in that direction, there's a strong chance the price will continue to that range. Okay, and it would make sense here too, with us not having a ton of support in the current range here, that the local area of 11.1 to like 11.5 will likely start working as a support level here soon, because again, that's the more recent high. Okay, again, not a guarantee, but increase your odds of success if you kind of understand these little things here. Once more, it's never exact. So taking a look at the daily time frame, let's recognize a few things here. We're below our local point of control, which again was supposed to accumulate right there at 12.1, 12 even. As we talked about previously, that was supposed to work as a support. Now that we've lost that, we can presume there not being a lot of volume in this range, that somewhere in the 10.5 to 11 cent range might be the next likely target. We can also recognize here too, stochastic swinging down. Money flow index is pulling back, that's normal. We're over 50 in the RSI, so that's generally construed as a positive. So we haven't broken our ascending trend line either. So please don't recognize this video as the sky is falling situation. It's really not. We just have a tremendous amount of fair value here in this range of low 11 cents that it makes sense to go that low. No pun intended by saying it makes sense. It's just that generally speaking at this point, we're still respecting our bullish trend, but we have a lot of range of motion between now and then. So just recognize that. All right, let's go ahead and summarize with a 4-hour call today here. 4-hour time frame is going to be bearishly diverging. We see this a lot here with a lot of other coins. We're maxed out, tentative bottom, but I don't think we should expect the price to bounce and recover here. If Bitcoin continues to 63, 62K, you can bet your hind tail that low 11 cent range is very much probable here. Might even go lower too. There's probably a significant liquidation event that could occur because of that. So I don't trust this overextension here. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bounce. In fact, we take a look here, since it was so overextended in the first place, we still have a tremendous amount of room to the downside here for Dogecoin. If you look at Bitcoin, it's getting close to its bottom, so I think we are getting close to a tentative bounce from Bitcoin, and if that happens, Dogecoin might recover positively, but this is not a healthy situation at all. We're under 50 in the RSI, MACD is diverging, trend strength index is starting to bottom out or getting closer to its bottom, not looking good, and the hourly time frame is going to confirm that you want to leave your short position open if you have one open at this point. I think a good solid take profit target for a short would be the local high, and just to kind of clarify, that's right there at about 11.4. and maybe as low as 11.1, perhaps even lower than that. But I wouldn't get super greedy in this market. We never truly know. Keep in mind there is a Fed meeting. Sorry, I keep saying Fed meeting. It's more so a Federal Reserve speech for Jerome Powell, right? It's basically an economic outlook. So that will be very volatile here in the next couple of hours, roughly at about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or you could say 1:55, I think it was for the time frame on that one. All right, so again, keep in mind, that's going to happen here soon. That's potential adjustment on the price that could increase the volatility. So generally, it's best not to trade into that. And for future reference too, if you're watching this video and you took a Dogecoin trade, keep in mind, no more than 5% of your total portfolio per trade is what you should be taking. That's actually on the high side. Most traditional markets, you'll be seeing 2% as the average. And then no more than 5x leverage in altcoins. So if you did more than 5x leverage on a trade for a Dogecoin, you're in the red right now, and your position size was more than 5% of your available, you're doing it wrong. Okay? I teach all this in my Trading Academy. Make sure you check that out. That is available in our Discord here under University. Also note too, very profitable week. And take a look. These are all 5x leverage trades. Not NOT, 61% in 24 hours. We've got what, VeChain, Polkadot, Filecoin, ICP, MNT, Near Protocol, Cardano. Those are all profits taken last week from roughly a week's worth of trading. So again, awesome stuff. Great things. Keep it positive, folks. It's all good. The sky's not falling here. We're still honoring our ascending trend. You just got to recognize that there's not a lot of support between now and then, so we got to give it time to mature. I'm expecting further downside before the price recovery, so that just makes a lot more sense considering the state of Bitcoin right now. So I'll post our playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'd really appreciate your insights. If you want to comment below. More importantly, just hit the like button on every video. Deeply appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.